Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. We're running real late because computer problems, don't you know? Don't start the show, start the show, start the show. Oh, I'm 5 minutes late. Trying to do the computer thing's not working very much. Today, I can only read one story because I have to pop over to get some physio on my knee. I hurt my knee. I hurt it pretty bad, actually. It hurts quite a bit to bend it and unbend it. Who knew that you need a knee to walk? You need a knee to bend and unbend. So today we're going to read a book called The Duck is Stuck. Duck is Stuck. And I'm sorry to be rushing, but I do need. It was hard. Miss Christie's here. Hey, you got the computer going and everything? Miss Christie is here. Here is a book called The Duck is Stuck by Zoubida, and it's illustrated by Pascal Moutibur. I'm not very sure how to say that. Good morning, Renee. And Danica. Duck is stuck. Brr, it's cold up here, thinks Duck as he flies over the lake. We still have a long way to travel, and here's a perfect place to rest. In no time, Duck falls asleep. His sleep is so deep, he doesn't even notice that it's snowing. It's really hard for me to read that dark on the dark there. Almost need a flashlight. And then the lake freezes over. Uh-oh. It's bad luck to have a stuck duck. Especially if it's up near Tiuk-Tuk. Quack, quack. The duck tries to get free by flapping his wings, but it's no use. The duck is stuck. Just then, Duck hears a voice. How in the world did you manage to get stuck in that situation? No. It's Snowflake, the rabbit. I'm stuck on the ice, Duck explains. Would you be so kind as to help me? Snowflakes is happy to try. She starts jumping up and down on the ice to make a crack. Hop, hop, hop. Oh, no luck. Then Duck hears another voice asking, How in the world did you manage to get in that situation? It's Bob the Blackbird. Duck is stuck, said Snowflake. Can you help? Bob is happy to try. He starts pecking with his beak on the ice. Peck, peck, peck. No luck. Right at that moment, there's a loud cracking sound followed by a voice asking, How in the world did you manage to get into that situation? Oh, everybody's asking how he got there instead of how they can help him out, right? It's Moses the Moose. Duck is stuck, said Snowflake to Bob. Can you help? Moose would be happy to try, but he's worried that he'll break the ice and they will all fall in the water. That makes sense. Duck is worried that he'll be stuck on the ice forever. At that moment, he feels something underneath the ice tickle his webbed feet. Good morning, Molly. It's Rachel, the rainbow trout. How in the world did you manage to get in that situation? Asks Rachel. Well, how did they hear her through the ice? I guess there's a little hole right there. Duck is stuck, called Snowflake and Bob and Moses. Can you help? I'd be happy to help, she said, but I'm too small, said Rachel. Duck is beginning to think he'll never get out of the ice. Then Rachel has an idea. She swims to the lodge of Bert the Beaver. Rachel rings the doorbell bong, bong, and calls, "Mr. Bert, please come. Duck is stuck." There's a little doorbell on the... I'm way over here. You see that? There's a little doorbell. Bert follows Rachel back to Duck, and Bert takes one look at Duck and bursts out laughing. "How in the world did you manage to get in that situation?" Duck is too tired and cold to even answer. He looks down sadly. "Don't worry, I'm happy to help," says Bert kindly. And he starts drumming the ice with his tail. Bam, bam, bam. Well, no luck. He tries again. Bam, bam, bam. No luck. Then Snowflake says, "Well, maybe we can help too." "Me too," says Bob. Moses and Rachel want to help as well. So the beaver, the rabbit, and the blackbird start drumming the ice together. The moose and the rainbow trout cheer them along. 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, bam. And soon there are lots of tiny cracks in the ice. Oh, cooperation. Good morning, Joanne and Jay. How are you? Duck spreads its wings and flies out of the ice. The duck is no longer stuck. Duck flies down to thank his new friends. "Well, I still don't understand how you managed to get in that situation," remarks Bert the Beaver. "But never mind, we're glad that we could help." It's late, so Duck flies off, and Snowflake, Bob and Moses, and Bert head home. And Rachel swims back to her children, who are waiting for a bedtime story. Perhaps it's about a duck who got stuck. There you go. Right? So the rabbit wanted to come help, right? What was the rabbit's name? Snowflake wanted to come help. And, the duck got in a situation where he got stuck, right? Fell asleep and he didn't know he shouldn't be in the water and he got stuck. It must have got really crazy cold. And then, so Rachel, it was Snowflake. Snowflake asked, and then Bob the blackbird came and helped. But they always ask, how did you get in that situation? And sometimes it's embarrassing that you're in a situation that's a little bit embarrassing, but you still need help. But, like Duck did, he put down his head and just said, "Well, I'm too cold to answer. I just need some help." And then the Snowflake couldn't do it himself, the bird couldn't do it himself, and Bert the Beaver couldn't do it himself, and Moose wanted to help, but he was worried that it was going to make the situation worse. And Rachel the rainbow trout, she thought, "Oh, I'm too little to help." But you know what? The littlest one came up with the biggest idea and went and got Bert. And Bert came and bonked his tail and couldn't help. But then Snowflake and Bob the bird got on the tail and helped, right? So what does that teach us? Well, that teaches us that sometimes we alone can't help, but we can sure make a difference. And when we work all together in one big group, that we can help a lot of things. And if we can't help, then we can sit at the sideline and cheer, which is just as important sometimes to cheer on for a project or a situation, right? We're going to be moving, and I know if I try to move everything myself, I can't lift certain things all by myself. I'm pretty strong, but I can't lift things by myself. So friends are going to come and help, and then it's going to make it like it's not a big job at all, right? So here's what I need you to do. Next time you see somebody that needs help, help them. Help them out. And if you can't help, be encouraging. Don't be pointing and going, "Oh, how'd you get yourself in this situation?" It doesn't matter how people got in that situation. Our jobs, when we're being kind, is to make sure that we help other people out of those situations, right? That's right. And it's okay, like the duck was getting frustrated, and we talk about that all the time. It's okay to get frustrated, and it's okay to get sad, and it's okay to feel mad, and it's okay to be frustrated with the people around you or the situation, but you always just have to be 3 letters, right? A, B, K. Always be kind, always be kind. I promise myself to try to always be kind. And I say try because there are times where we want to be kind or we tell ourselves it's time to be kind, but sometimes we react too quickly. I don't know if you've ever done that by accident or sometimes on purpose. So I just say try, because that's what we do. We try. We try. So you try, and I'll try, and together we'll get something done. How's that sound? And you be you. That's the most important thing, right? Rachel knew that she couldn't help because she was too little, and she didn't try. Oh, I'm going to be. And Moses the moose couldn't, come in and I'm going to try to be, because he knew he was too heavy. He would have cracked, and everybody would have been stuck in the water, which isn't good. So they were being themselves, and that's what the most important thing in our life is to be ourselves. And you be you, and I'll be me, and we don't have to worry about being perfect, right? Miss Christie's going to be Miss Christie. And we're not going to be perfect. None of us are going to be perfect. Like, watch. Miss Christie, may I have a puppy?
No.
See? If this was a perfect world, I would have puppies just pop, 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 all over me. But Miss Christie uses her brain and says, right now it's not time to have a puppy. And my heart is like, but we need a puppy. That's all it says. So don't worry about being perfect, because in our world, in all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. Now, I wish that I could be here and read another story, but I have to go to the physio person, Cody, my physio person, to make my knee feel better. So I will talk to you tomorrow morning, and I'll read 2 stories tomorrow morning. How's that? So if you'd like another story, you could always go to YouTube and go under Tazzy Reads, and there's 190, probably almost 200 episodes now. Hey, Miss Christie?
Probably getting close.
Pretty close to 200 other episodes. So you can find a book that you like, or you know what you could do? You could take a book and read it to somebody else. Give that a shot. So I am going to get going. This is the shortest one I think we've ever done. Yeah. It's just one story. So here's lots of love from Miss Christie and I. And you go be you, and I will be me, and Miss Christie will be Miss Christie, and I'll keep asking for puppies. That's what I'm going to do. Did you know, Miss Christie, if you have a puppy, you never have a sore knee? That's science.